Hello, this is Secret25. You might have seen it as a guide or as me on Twitch. And yeah, this is gonna be a guide about the order system. The order system you unlock at 2000 prestige with a quest line. Once you have finished the quest line, which I cannot show you right now, but it's a pretty straightforward one, you will have the order system unlocked. With it, you will also be able to join a pantheon. So, what do you get from having the order system? First of all, if you're in the Divine Observatory, you will have the choice to go to the Hall of Greatness, which I'm currently in. In the Hall of Greatness you will see statues of different people. I think that's random. Their positions though is not random, it's based on the prestige or the follower count they have. I'm not very sure. But what I'm sure about is you start off with a bronze statue. The higher you are, you will get a silver statue, and once you have the god form unlocked, which is at 30,000 prestige, once you're done with the questline, you will have a golden statue. Around your statue, you have adepts that you can recruit for free. It doesn't cost you any credit, it doesn't cost you any other resource, there's no cap. You can recruit as many as you want, as long as you have space for them. So, once you press L to go into your order system, you will have a plain overview. On the top left, I don't know what it's for because it's currently not translated. There's some kind of mistake in their code, so I can't see what it's for. But I can see what the order system in total gives you. Total gives me 14.7k prestige out of 50,000. So there you see how much of an impact the order system in general has on your account, on your character, on how you want to play. Also, you can see the cult rank, which is the order rank. You see what kind of level your adepts can have. The limit, that's what I meant if you have space. I currently can have 13, and the temple maximum rank is 24. The total follower count and how many you need to upgrade your order system again. So I only need 120 more and I have rank 12. And bottom side you can see the adepts that you can hire, what stats they have, what qualities they have, and what occupation they have, but I will get into that into more detail later. So here you see the amount of adepts you can have, or you do have, how many of them are being increased in quality, how many of them are in a mission, and how many of them are doing nothing. Also you see the maximum level. How many of them you have on maximum level. So I have 10 out of 13 are max level. Then you see the mission, the total mission count, the new missions that are available, and the missions I'm currently doing. Also you see if you have completed any missions successfully or if you failed any missions. So then we go to patrons. On patrons you will see the provinces, the regions, however you want to call it. First one you will have unlocked right when you have the order system unlocked, it's called Dawn Plateau. The other ones will be unlocked with a prestige threshold. Once you reach the prestige threshold you will have a short quest line containing 3 or 4 quests. Once you finish them you will get the province. What can you do with those provinces? Each province you can set a patron at. Patron is one of your adepts. And each province will have a temple, and each province will have a chapel. The chapel you see here, I for example have a purple chapel for accuracy, so I get a purple patron. If you have a purple patron and a purple chapel, you get the purple bonus. If I would change, you see it's still a purple chapel, but if I change the patron, I only get the blue bonus, because the quality of the chapel cannot go past the quality of the adept. Changing it back to not lose anything. You can so have lower qualities on the chapel than on the adept, so I would still get the green bonus. So, what else do we have? We see the might and the stamina each region, each province gives us. That's dependent on your temples. And yeah, then I would say we go to the provinces to show you the temples and the chapels. On the left you can see the temple rank. You increase it with holy texts. Those you can either buy for 1,263 credits as it is currently, which is the maximum price. It can't go higher, even so there's a market. Unless a lot of people would sell them, which no one would, it would go down in price, but 1,263 is the maximum price they can have. So I need 135 of them to upgrade my temple to 25. What else is required? I need a leadership of 8,600. I have 8,750. How do you get leadership? You open your Ascension Atlas. There are blue nodes that look like a Rubik's Cube, as you can see here. This one gives me 200 leadership. The range is only 200 to 250, I think. There's no leadership higher than that. If I'm not mistaken, I can shortly check, but it looks like it's 200 to 250. So, what else do you need to upgrade? You also need gifts. Those gifts you get from missions, which I will show you in a little bit. But yeah, that's how you upgrade your temple rank. What does upgrading your temple rank give you? It can give you either stamina and a health bonus, or it can give you stamina alone only, or it can give you stamina and might. It will never give you might alone, so that's why stamina is a lot higher than might, and health bonus only happens every now and then, so that's why it's only 10%. So, then, what else do we have? We have the chapels on the right side. Each province has different stats. As you can see, crit chance, accuracy, tempo are the first three. Here we have accuracy, discharge, recovery, and shield power. So, every province has 6 different values, secondary stats, I will call them. And you can select whichever you want to have. So, once you're set on one stat, you go and you click on it. Here, for example, it's block. If I click on it, I see the bonus that I will achieve from getting it and what quality I will have. So first off, you start with green. You have to work yourself up. So you go from green to blue to purple. You can't go from nothing to purple directly anymore. They changed that recently. So once you have a green relic, those relics you get every 2 days randomly set on a adventure or a group adventure or PvP. So it is always set every 2 days, it resets, so you can farm it once and then you have to wait for the reset. If you don't farm it and it resets, the old one is gone, so you cannot just stack them up, have them on every adventure you want. You have to farm it or it's gone. So I would recommend farming them. So, building it costs 4,000 credit. I get 2.5% of block. Once I would upgrade it to blue, I would get an additional 2.5%, and once I upgrade it to purple, I would get an additional 2.5%, so in total that would be 7.5%. It's not gonna be 2.5 to 5 then to 10%. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Also, it's every stat has a different value, according to how strong the stat is, how strong the value is necessary to be, or needed to be. So, if you upgrade a green to a blue chapel, you need a blue relic. This one resets together with the green one every 2 days. And it does cost 18,000 instead of only 4,000. So in total, 22,000 to get a blue rank. To get a blue rank up to purple, you need a purple relic. This one unlocks at 18,000 prestige. Before 18,000 prestige, you will not see it on any adventures. Once you have the 18,000 prestige, it resets every 3 days, and it does cost 35,000 credit. So in total it is 57,000 to get one chapel to purple rank. So what else do we have? Temple rank explained, chapel explained. Here you see the pattern again, if you have set one pattern and what bonus the province gives you. So how do you obtain those gifts that I told you before to upgrade your temple? If you click on missions, you have different kind of missions. Either have the blue one with a little clock or a timer. This one are Pantheon quests. The Pantheon quests gives you either construction points, which you need to build something in your Pantheon, or they will give you, once you hit 30,000+ prestige, you will unlock a second one. This one gives you batteries that you need for resistances, which is explained in the currency guide that I made before. So, what else do you have? You have those yellow ones. Those yellow missions do not require any resource. They only reward you with a resource, either ammo boxes or daily rations, here called supplies. Also, each mission will give you a different value of experience. And each mission will have a different length. So the first one is 15 minutes, then there is medium one with 1 hour and 30 minutes, and the long one takes 8 hours. Except of the yellow missions, you have greenish missions. I'm not sure if it's called turquoise or turquoise, that's why I will call it turquoise from now on. It will need those missions will give you followers, always give you followers, and one out of 3 resources of enlightenment. It can be the messenger necklace, a fighter's amulet, or a acolyte medallion. Those you will need to upgrade your adepts, which I will get to in a bit. So, here you see those turquoise missions do require a resource, the resource you get from the yellow missions, and yeah. Then you have those red missions, and the red missions will always give you or reward you with gifts. The longer it takes, the higher is usually the reward. You will have to figure out if you are going offline, you want to go for the 8-hour one. If you're not going offline, you rather farm off all the 1 hour 30 minutes and 15 minutes one, and then if you still have adepts left, you go for the 8-hour ones. So, as you can see, the 8-hour one takes 836 of the resource, and you only get like 929 from an 8-hour one. So there's another way to farm those resources. Once you hit 0 in your Sparks of Insight cap, you will have the supplies and ammo boxes on your adventures, on your group adventures, in the raid, whatever. So it's a lot easier and faster to farm them through the adventures, but that can only happen once you're capped on Sparks of Insight. So if you're a person who is more casual, farming the yellow missions is pretty much the only chance you have to upgrade your order system. So, how do the missions work? You have those slots. In those slots you can put in your adepts that you previously recruited. Here it says recommended preacher. What does that mean? If you hover over an adept, it says the name, Predator Selfless is the name. Below that is skilled. Skilled is quality, so purple is gifted, blue is skilled, green is talented, and white is gifted. And behind that you see the occupation. Here it says engineer, here it says envoy, and you need preachers. A preacher would have a higher success chance. So you see chance of success. If I get another person, it will go up. If it would have been a preacher, it would have gone up like another 10% higher. So, once you have those 4, you have an 83% chance of success. What happens? If it does success, you get the full reward. If it fails, you get only half of it. But you still get something, so it's not too bad. Modifier. What is a modifier? A modifier you unlock with the Pantheon building that I can show you here. It's called Special Operations Headquarters. Once this is active, you will have a Pantheon tab in the market where you can buy stuff with Murdrops. Each of them, this one decreases the mission difficulty by 15%. This is not a plain 15% success rate, but it does decrease the mission difficulty by 15%. So what does that mean? Is if you have a 50% success chance and you add this modifier, then it will be 15% of 50 increased. It will not be at 65%, but it will be lower. I'm not sure which exact amount it will have. Then you have the same in blue, 30% instead of 15%. This one increases the duration by 3 times, but gives you 50% higher reward, except of phase and construction points. This one increases the number of supplies and ammo boxes by 50% without increasing the length or the duration of the mission. This one increases the reward by 80%. What's the difference to ammo boxes and supplies? What else can you get? You can get 80% increased follower and gifts, for example. And then you have increased the number of supplies and ammo boxes received by 100% instead of 50%. It's really cheap, 1 Murdrop to 3 Murdrops, it's not a lot. So, what else do you have? You can update the situation, meaning every 8 hours it will reset your missions that you have. the Pantheon missions, the yellow ones, the turquoise ones, and the red ones. You can speed it up by paying 7.5 thousand credits. It's not going to be increasing, it's all a static amount, 7.5k. What does not update is the Pantheon missions. Those will update only every 8 hours. The reason for it is the construction points, so pay to win is not possible. It's a good thing. What else do you have? If you have premium account, what premium account gives you on missions is only construction points. Instead of 10, I gain 15 because it's increased by 50%. So yeah, if you wouldn't have premium, it would only be 10. So if it fails, it's 5. And if it fails for me, it would be 7. It gets downgraded, not upgraded. So what else do we have? We can accelerate depending on how long the mission is. It costs more, so you see here 36 minutes, only 1.3k. An hour, 1.9k. And yeah, that's about the missions. Then the last one is adepts. What are the adepts? Here you see the resource of enlightenment that I mentioned before on the turquoise missions. And then we have the different kind of adepts. As I said before, here's the quality, able, skilled, talented or gifted. The occupation. The occupation is not that important if you're not min-maxing, but if you're min-maxing you want to go for agents and engineers, because the most difficult missions are the Pantheon missions and the phase mission that I currently don't have. And those do recommend engineers or agents. One other thing to missions is the phase mission is currently not active because some kind of bug happened. What the phase mission does, it gives you phase, which is the resource you need to get into God mode, and you only get this mission every 8 hours as well, and it only gives you 15 or 10 phase. So it's really low amount, so you want it to succeed, and to do that you need agents or engineers. So you want to prefer those over the other occupations. So once you hover over it, it will have different stats. Each adept you can hire, you can recruit, has a different value of the stat it gives you and a different stat itself. So this one, for example, has resources of enlightenment as increased by 12%. So if I put him on a mission with resources of enlightenment, it would gain you 12% more than without him. Also, you would gain another 15% of experience for this mission for every adept that you send on that mission. So, once you upgrade the quality, you will see here, I'm upgrading the quality from blue to purple, 9% for both, and if I accelerate it, is gonna be purple, and it's 10%. So the amount the stat gives you is increased by the quality. The stat itself cannot be changed, and here you see the efficiency. So what you want to go for in the beginning is increased follower amount, mission duration decreased, and gifts for completed mission increased. Those are the 3 stats that you want in the beginning to upgrade your order system. Later on you want to replace them with mission duration, depending on how you are with gifts, and mission difficulty being the most important stat that you want on your adepts, preferably on agents or engineers. So, how do you upgrade the quality? Once you have an adept, you have enlightenment. When you click on it, you can upgrade the quality for enlightenment resources and another resource that you get from doing adventures. They're quite easy to farm, and you don't need that many. As you can see, I have 940, I only need 100 to get them to blue rank. From blue to purple, it does cost another resource, the champion seal. You will not see the champion seal in the beginning because you have to unlock it with prestige, so don't worry about it, you will get it when you need it. And yeah, upgrading them does take a few hours, which you can accelerate as well. Not recommended, just keep your money. And yeah, the other option is make a missionary. This is a one-time only thing where you get a reward for, it's totally not worth it doing this. The only time it's worth doing it is in the very beginning, when you have a lot of adepts and you only gain like very little followers. You want to get all the useless adepts, hire them first, then make them a missionary, and then keep the good ones, and that's how you gain a few more followers. Might give you a day or two of a head start to other people who don't do it and don't spend money. So, 2 months in on the Russian Open Beta, we have the event, racing event. You need another resource. This resource you can either buy or you can get it through adventures. You need 30 of them to send an adept on a mission. This mission takes 8 hours. If you let it finish, you might get a reward, an additional reward to your points. If you finish it with Argents, it costs 120 Argents to accelerate. You will not get this additional reward, but you will get points. And with specific points, you unlock specific rewards. At 150, you get a second action set, which is for your talents and symbols, which is kind of important. And at 750 you get another one for the third and the fourth step. At 1000 you get a 85% speed mount. It goes 125% on straight lines. And at 1250 you get a costume. So not that important. So that's pretty much everything I can tell you about the order system. I hope it wasn't too long. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you like, you can stop by my stream. It's twitch.tv/secretforce25. Hope to see you there. Bye bye.